Excuse me. Someone has an echo, I think. Yeah.
My mic is echoing? Yeah. So you think I lost to Mercury, right?
Yeah, but I want to debate you on the proposition that we agreed on debating in chat, which is simply that there's some good reason to use possible world semantics in regards to having a semantical theory for any sort of modal logic that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right, do you want to debate on that?
Yeah, sure.
Right, so just to be clear, the sort of claim that I'm making here is not a claim of saying that you ought to use possible world semantics over, let's say, some type of matrix semantics.
No shit.
Can you not jump me when I'm talking, please?
No.
Thank you. Anyway, the sort of, I guess it's similar to confirmation theory if you're into probability theory. Like if you're Bayesian about confirmation, you don't have to say that like a ranking function is not a good way of confirming evidence, something like that. So I just think that there's good reason to accept possible world semantics on pragmatic or epistemic reasons, right? Some sort of reason exists out there to accept those semantics.
Can you motivate that?
Yeah, sure. So let me just go here. Also, is my microphone still loud or?
Oh yeah, I'll go on mute. My bad.
No, it's fine. No, you don't have to go on mute. We're gonna just talk this out. So just to be clear, since you're so smart and you want to correct me on my usage of these modal terms, you do know the difference between an intension and an extension of a term, correct?
No, I know nothing.
You don't know the difference between an extension and an intension?
Nope.
All right, so an extension or the extension would denote expression or term such as a name or a definite description as its referent or the thing that it refers to. Right, so the extension of a predicate is the set of things that it applies to, roughly speaking. And then the intension of an expression is something rather, like its sense or, you can define sense in different ways, but you can just say it's like the mode of presentation or something along those lines, correct?
Yeah, explain what mode of presentation means. It sounds like gibberish. What is mode of presentation?
Mode of presentation, like for example, like you get a sentence, let's say, phosphorus is bright and phosphorus is bright. Although they're referring to the same thing, which is the planet Jupiter, or I forgot which planet it is specifically, but it's two different names for the same referent. Right, so it's going to be co-extensional insofar as
logical
the same extension, or it's going to apply to the same object, but they're not going to be the same in intention.
So it's logical equivalent, right? Mm-hmm.
You just think of it that way, yeah, basically. And you're echoing horribly, dude. Okay, never mind. Okay, so modal logic. I'm assuming you know that a modal logic is going to be intentional with the sort of operators that it has, correct?
No, I don't know that. I don't know.
Exemplify that simply by giving like two sentences. For example, in first order logic, you're gonna have like two sentences such as all John's dogs are mammals and all John's pets are mammals, right? So I can formalize that for you in chat. Although they're gonna be different in the sort of like sense of presentation or their sense and their intention, it seems like they're going to be equivalent sentences, and when you plug them into a formula, they're going to be conditional with each other because they're co-extensional. Right? So the way that you're going to be defining these terms in first order logic, because first order logic is an extensional system, is going to allow you to have something called substitutivity principles. Do you know what that is?
Like I said, I don't know anything. So
I know you don't know anything, but I'm asking you, like, do you have any sort of idea at least on what that is?
No, I don't have any idea what that is.
All right, so like take these two sentences I just gave to you, but not, okay, so let me just formulate it in a shot. 1 second. It's gonna be simpler for you. So not all John's dogs are mammals, roughly speaking. Where is this server? So it's gonna take a second to type out. So these two sentences, right, they're gonna be co-extensional, right? And so you can substitute both of them in a similar formula, right? Hold on, let me get the, yes. I don't want to formalize the second sentence, but basically this sentence and the sentence,
let's read this shit.
Not all John's mammals, they're going to be both co-extensional, right? And therefore, the way that we're going to be evaluating the truth value is going to be the same, right? Because the referent there, although it's not the same predicate, it's still going to be referring to the same two objects, which is John's dogs, right? So if you explicate the same sort of sentence, right, in a modal logic, the same sort of sentence necessarily, not all dogs, John's, are mammals, it's not going to be the same sentence as necessarily not all John's pets are mammals, because it seems like you can have a non-mammalian pet and therefore, it's not gonna. Although it's coextensional, it's not gonna be the same thing. Also, it's not ChatGPT. I have the letters typed out here. Hold on. For all.
Bro, don't care about Subi. He's a troll, bro. He's a troll, bro. Just ignore him.
Anyway, so I can give you like even more examples of this, but basically like a substitute.
No, like I just want you to like motivate. I just want you to like motivate your position real quick. Like I don't care about the shit.
Hold on, relax. I don't know why you feel the need to talk around me. So I'm gonna just give you some reason to accept the substitutivity principle, such that it seems like the original claim that there exists some reason to use possible world semantics is true. Correct? So I can give you like a mathematical reason. I can just give you something with Frege's puzzles and philosophy of language. I don't think that you understand anything about math, so I think it's simply to go that route. But
I don't even know what 1 + 1 is.
Like, just to be clear, you know what I'm assuming you don't know what a substitutivity principle is, right?
Like I said, I don't know anything. Substitutivity principle is a part of the set of anything, so I don't know anything.
Fuck, you're retarded. Like, this is a sort of retard that tried to make a comment about my debate.
Just motivate your position. Just motivate your position. I don't give a fuck.
If you understand the sort of language that I'm using, then I am trying to talk to you all here. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I am just trying to bitch you for being a retard, but it still seems unproductive even to me. But anyway, so are you familiar with like type theory or any sort of mathematics at all?
Like I said, I don't know anything. Type theory is a part of the set of anything, so I don't know what type theory is.
So, like, for example, like the principle of substitution is always true. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, just keep going. Man.
The principle of substitution is always shear independent type theory because by induction on reflexivity, one can define a function from.
Yo, I cut out. Can you repeat that again?
Independent. Yeah, sure. So the principle of substitution is always shear independent type theory. Independent type theory, not independent type theory, dependent type theory. Because by induction on reflexivity, one can define a function from identity to indiscernibility, right? And that is expressed by transport in homonymy type theory, correct? And that same concept also motivates things like partial orders or fucking like, I don't know, like Kolmogorov topological spaces or skeletal categories. It's like all these things in logic and math that are very important that are going to be only possible when you accept these sort of substitutivity principles. Correct?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just give you. Okay, so if you're like a constructive mathematician, right? So you're not going to be using a set, like a ZFC set theory to have like your foundation mathematics. You're going to be usually appealing to some sort of either intrinsic set theory or you might use something like Martin Loeff's type theory, right? So I'll give you like another reason, right? So in Martin Loeff's type theory, without it, you cannot define any sort of predicate that provably distinguishes equivalent types, correct? So there's another reason that like a large portion of mathematicians will always, try to appeal to because substitutivity principle is the only thing that allows you to, have those sort of principles, correct?
I don't know.
All right, so you already lost badly on whether or not you should use possible world semantics for some reason.
You didn't give an argument. You didn't give an argument.
What a modal fictionalist uses possible world semantics? No, because you need the retarded claim in chat, or you try to imply in chat that a modal fictionalist does not use possible world semantics. Do you know what possible world semantics are?
Yeah, semantics that utilizes things like possible worlds. For example, you say like possible world one, you can say that. You said what?
Just not reductive. Can you define possible world semantics without using possible worlds, you fucking retard?
I was giving an example. It was not a definition.
An example? Okay, go ahead, man. Sure.
Yeah, so somebody can say in a possible world 1, Gyro is gooning. In a possible world 2, Gyro is not gooning. That obviously is trying to express possibility of whether these propositions can be true or not. Within some specific representations of possibility.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard. So,
you're a fucking retard.
Impossible
Can you explain
semantics.
what's wrong with
Yes, what's wrong? It's possible world semantics. Indicates that the modal operators are interpreted as quantifiers over possible worlds. Right, so simply speaking, that's how I define possible world semantics.
Oh, right, so you told me... One sec.
Of modal fictionalism says that what you're going to be appealing to, actually examining or investigating whether or not these sort of modal claims are going to be true or not, is by appealing to possible worlds. You fucking retard.
So you told me... Yeah, so you... Yeah, I got you, boss.
How dare you comment on my skill?
Yeah.
You're a fucking retard. How dare you? Okay.
Right. So you, yeah. So I'm gonna put you on local mute until like I finish my point.
Where you try to comment on my knowledge of modal metaphysics.
All right. So I'll go you on local mute until I finish.
You don't know modal metaphysics.
Specifically, you told me not to use the word possible worlds when I'm defining possible worlds. Later on, you give a definition of possible worlds, and you even confirmed by saying that's my definition. You utilize the word possible worlds. You said, oh, they're gonna be one operations of the possible worlds, right? So you're using the word possible worlds in the definition of possible worlds. That's obviously a singular definition. That's invalid. You don't forget it. So you just contradict yourself on your own criteria. That will not be a valid definition.
Hold on, I didn't give you an account of possible worlds.
Yeah, so I'm gonna on local mute. Right?
Possible world semantics are.
So
possible worlds would be going into your modal metaphysics, and that's sort of semantical crime.
Give a critique.
The same you were confused. I don't know where you're.
Give a critique.
Like really retarded. The critique of what you said.
Yeah, give a critique of what I said.
Under your own criteria, ignore me like retard.
Under your own criteria, your definition is not valid.
I didn't. Holy fuck. So the reason for asking why I gave you a good definition, you didn't give me a good definition, is because
sharply that
if you're analyzing the terms, in this case modal terms, in terms of non-modal terms.
That's not what you said, right? I mean, obviously you said that's not reductive, but later on, I'm not referring. Yeah, you said, listen, I'm talking about something else. I'm referring to something else. But you're clearly not tracking, right? Later on, you said, right? Oh my lord, dude, this guy's cutting out. This nigga is getting speed blitzed so badly. His mic is actually getting fucking raped. Like what the hell? Let's explain this one more time. For the love of God, you said my definition is not okay, right? You were making fun of me. You bro, Rizwan. You're also going to our local mute, right?
Secret, you are.
These niggas are trolls, bro.
You're fucking
so specifically, you later on.
Yeah, I said going.
An example which you told
me. Yo, shut your crazy ass up, nigga.
G possible.
Why would you even debate this?
You said. Well, sir, I think
we're already done here
that your definition is not okay. In virtue of the fact that you just used the word, right? In the definition of the word, you use the word again.
Definition to be valid.
Oh my god. Yeah, secret. What the fuck does it mean for a definition to be valid? What the fuck? No, what does it mean for a definition to be valid? Because I thought arguments are valid. So how the fuck is a definition valid?
Everyone on local.
What does it mean for something to be a valid definition?
Your secret. Your secret. Tell me two things. What does it mean for a definition to be valid in which a conjunction introduction, you fucking retard?
So, right, and then later on you gave a definition of possible worlds. Okay.
Oh my god.
Your definition of possible
This is the Damar fucking ramble. You just lower everybody else and then ramble.
So it's obviously going to be.
What the fuck is this fucking monologue? I give you not possible worlds, retard. Again, that's the blunder.
What does it mean for definitions to be fucking valid? Secret answer. Don't run, bitch.
Oh my god. This guy's a moron. It's a waste of my time. Anyway, when he's muted, then I'll continue the conversation. Oh, is he muted?
Wait, is he still speaking? Yeah.
Oh, he's muted. Okay.
Wait, no, he's not muted, but yeah.
Just to be clear, I wasn't saying that first of all, again, I don't need to continue this conversation. Nobody will hold it against me if I just leave the call right now and call you a retard and never talk to you again. Because the conversation was literally just me giving you a reason to use possible world semantics.
Fucking problem.
You had no idea about any sort of mathematical concept that I brought up to you, specifically about type theory, right? You didn't know what an intention is. You didn't know what an extension is. Right, and given that you don't know any of these terms, obviously I had no response to what I was saying. Now, your sort of strategy here is to try to meta-debate me on how I define possible worlds and possible world semantics. Now, your idea of how I critiqued your definition was that you didn't give a valid definition. I don't know what it means to have a valid definition. Definitions aren't valid or invalid. What you did is you didn't give me a genuinely reductive definition because you defined modal terms or possible worlds, which is clearly just a modal term. Possible is a modal term. Fucking 1 + 1 = 2. In other modal terms, you reuse the word possible. So it's not genuinely reductive for that exact reason. Does that make sense?
This is fucking bad. This is bad.
He local muted you, bro.
By the way, I bitched him in a fucking GC the other day.
And I already ended the rec because I got kicked from the server, but I ended it before. But I already ended it when Gyro like already.
Way down here.
So,
Yeah, I'll just end my recording as well.
Right.
Oh shit. That's fucking bad, nigga. Yo, hey, send that to Akusai or Sage. Tell them to upload it.
If you want, we can just conclude.
This nigga mic was out, bro. His fucking mic was out the whole time.
It did.
Yo, Secret, you need to kill yourself, my nigga.
This nigga said, yeah, we can conclude. This nigga was talking the whole time. His